Today's a bit special. I'd like to introduce you to someone that's very close to me and the business that I'm trying to build. Boys and girls, meet Albert. For the last 2 weeks, Albert and I have been traveling through the south of Thailand together. We went from tours to Phuket, to limbo parties on the Phi Phi Islands, and now we're on this beautiful island known as Koh Lanta. It's been an awesome trip, but you might be wondering, why do all this? Well, because Albert and I are colleagues. We're working together. And while we can do that remotely for most of the time, Albert flew here from the Netherlands in order to boost our business and to see what this traveling lifestyle of mine is all about. For the first time in his life, he got to experience what it's like to live and work as a digital nomad. And that's quite unique, isn't it? I mean, pretty much all digital nomads I meet are millennials. But taking Albert as an example, I feel like it doesn't have to be like that. In fact, I suspect many people of above 30, 40, 50 or even 60 are dreaming of this lifestyle. Maybe you are. But is that even realistic when you're not a millennial? I was curious about Albert's thoughts on this, so I asked him for a short interview. So Albert, over the past few weeks you've learned what it's like to live as a digital nomad.
I think so.
Tell me, how was it?
Besides the warmth and the nice weather, the nice water, the nice food and the nice people, I don't know, it's totally different. It's incredible.
Whoa, anything that you loved in particular?
They say that Thailand is the country of the big smile, and the friendliness of the people, and especially the women, that's something that struck me, because it's sincere.
Alright. And how about yesterday evening?
Actually, yesterday evening we are in an area with a lot of backpackers. We were sitting at a table with 2 other guys, and suddenly we were with, 8 or 9, drinking beer until late, and time vanished. It was great fun. Yeah, sure.
Awesome, but it can't have been all great, right? There must have been some things you found hard as well.
Hard things. You notice that I even have to think about it. I think traveling as such is always stressful.
Stress? How come?
Stressed because of the traveling, because it's always involved in a taxi and a boat and what else. So there's a lot of things to organize, and maybe that's more stressful than when you're younger, when you're 20 years old.
So what did you learn from this trip?
You don't have to eat spicy food. There's also non-spicy food.
Okay. And what did you learn besides the food? Like about the lifestyle of a digital nomad?
Yeah, that's a good question, because what I thought before coming to Thailand is that I could not imagine that being in a beautiful country with so nice weather, you have to focus on work. But adopting this lifestyle, I consider it pretty easy, much easier than I thought.
Huh, that surprises me actually. Does that mean you think anyone could just pack his bags and go do this?
I can imagine that it's for older people, 45 and above, it's pretty hard to arrange within your work environment to be away for a longer period. And of course the millennials, the younger people, working more digitally and therefore don't have to be in that place in the office. Maybe it's not a digital nomad working abroad, but maybe somebody who will say, I can afford myself being away for 2 or 3 months, and then I will stay in an area where other people are working as well, because that inspires me.
What Albert is actually saying here is that you don't have to be a full-time nomad in order to get the benefits. Inspiration, he calls it. But I will go one step further and call it personal growth. Working in a different country for several weeks or months per year can be a great way to break out of your little bubble at home. Not to the point where it could get destructive, but just enough to get that spark in your life. The spark to learn something new, increase your creativity, to change your habits, your routines, and as a result, get a more fulfilling life. So Albert, can you ever be too old to do this?
Never too old, that's for sure.
So when you think of the older people, and the younger ones, that are now watching this at home and dreaming of becoming a digital nomad themselves, what would you say to them? What's your advice?
Make it happen, do it. Don't wait until it's too late and you're physically not able to do it. Do it now.
I think that's totally true. I totally agree. Anybody, no matter how old, you can do this. You can become a digital nomad. Albert is living proof here, I would say.
Still living.
It's an awesome lifestyle. It's a great way to live, and I think it's for everyone. Whether you're an office employee or whether you're an entrepreneur with a great idea, anyone can do this. Wouldn't you say so, Albert?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. Enlist me.
All right, Albert, thanks a lot. We'll have a swim, I think.
Good idea. Bye-bye, folks.
Bye-bye.